So I was looking at her website, and can you tell us who Joshua is?
So Joshua is the name that's been given to me for it's like my spirit team. So they're very different beings. They're from all different forms and different galaxies. And over time, what's happened is I often go into a meeting space with them, and it's like they're sat around a table. And over all these years, I've known that they're all there, but I've never seen all of the faces. And over time, as I have developed and my work with them has developed, and their need to do different work through me, let's call them the being, the guide who needs to do that work, has stepped forward and introduced. So over time, I've learned to see all of these beings. There's still some to reveal, and we work closely, but they've always introduced themselves as Joshua to me. And, and there's some clips on YouTube of me working where you can see that they change you can see I've got different beings jumping in and out when we're doing just voice communication. But Joshua is basically a collective, if you want to use that word, of different beings that work through me, whether it's in a communication, trance voice communication, or trance voice healing situation. And I'm never in control, as it were, of who is going to come through, because they send forward the right messenger, the right person to answer the question or do the healing work. It's always down to what's presented by the client. Does that
Wow.
make sense?
Actually, yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because like when I saw Joshua, I'm like, okay, maybe this is just one spirit, but you're saying it's a team, which is really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a team. And, I have channeled them for 20 years. Um, and it's just grown and grown and grown. And as I said, what's had to happen over those 20 years is for me to do a lot of deep work on myself to be able to be of that fine vibration to connect with their energies. And I think this is what people do not understand about being a medium, doing spiritual development, spiritual growth, that you'll only go as far as you're willing to go in terms of your personal growth, because it's that heaviness of the ego state that blocks that flow. So you need to really be prepared to do what we call the shadow work. So I used to say, I've sacrificed so much for this and da 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 da. Now I'm in a place where I recognize it's not been a journey of sacrifice. It's been a journey of release. And I've just constantly let go of what was blocking, what was not serving my highest path of purpose that I was able to obtain moment to moment to moment. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
That makes
Yes,
perfect sense. Yeah.
yes.
And I just think people underestimate that. Yeah.
Yeah.